Yoan means to go or gone. And in this video, we'll compare the present finite and periphrastic conjugations of yoan and look at some other ways yoan is used. Hi, I'm Shanna, and this is Basque Berserk. Yoan, or hoan, is an Old Basque verb that can be formed in a finite way using just one word to express its meaning. For yoan, this is the simple present tense, what is happening now, so you can translate this as is going. But yoan can also be used in a periphrastic form, with the intransitive forms of isan as an auxiliary. This usually indicates the present habitual tense for yoan, which means it is not necessarily happening now, but may happen regularly or under certain circumstances. In short, pretty much anytime you say go or goes instead of is going, you can use the present habitual tense. Funny enough, these two forms for yoan are quite different from how English forms the present and habitual tenses. Where Basque uses a helping verb, English doesn't. And when Basque doesn't have one, English does. Let's compare. Ni noa, I am going. Ni yoatanais, I go. Ura doa, he, she, it is going. Ura yoatanda, he, she, it goes. Gu goas, we are going. Gu yoatangara, we go. Su soas, you are going. Su yoatansara, you go. Suek soaste, you all are going. Suek yoatansarete, you all go. Ayek doas, they are going. Ayek yoatandira, they go. As you can see, to form finite yoan, you simply drop the j prefix and the in suffix, which leaves us with the root oa in black. Then we can add our red personal prefixes used with present tense intransitive verbs to indicate the subject, and a green pluralizer suffix z to indicate the morphologically plural forms. N for I, ni noa, D for he, she, or it, ura doa, G for we, gu goas, Z for you, su soas, Z for you all, plus an extra te at the end, suek soaste. D for they, ayek doas. Remember, you typically want to use the synthetic forms of yoan for am going, is going, are going. Etera noa, I'm going home. Peyo dendara doa, Peyo is going to the store. Festetara goas, we are going to the parties. Liburu tegira soas, you are going to the library. Lanera soaste, you all are going to work. Euskal herrira doas, they are going to the Basque Country. If you noticed, all of the nouns have ra, era, or etara attached to the end of them. This is the allative case and is frequently used with the verb yoan to indicate going to someplace or something. But you can also say you're going to a person or a living thing. This is a bit more complicated, and we'll get into these types of cases in a different video, but here are a few more examples. Amarengana noa, I am going to mother. Sure alabengana soas, you are going to your daughters. Nagusiaren baitara doa, he is going to the boss. Saldiren baitara goas, we are going to the horses. And for the habitual tense, yoan drops its final n and adds ten to make yoaten. Then it uses the finite conjugations of intransitive isan, which I have a video on. Remember, the periphrastic forms generally mean go or goes. Gawayan etxera joaten naiz. At night, I usually go home. Normalean peyo dendara joaten da. Peyo normally goes to the store. Larun batean festetara joaten gara. We go to the parties on Saturdays. Triste saudenean liburu tegira joaten sara. When you are sad, you go to the library. Gois lanera joaten sarete. You all go to work early. Uda bakoitzean euskal herrira joaten dira. Every summer they go to the Basque Country. Now, here's some tricky stuff. You can have a sentence that is just made up of forms of yoan. I am going, he is going, they are going, etc. But it must be preceded by the particle ba. Finite verbs cannot exist on their own as the sole component of a sentence. They use ba to remedy that. Ba noa, I am going. Ba doa, he, she, it is going. Ba goas, we are going. Ba soas, you are going. Ba soaste, you all are going. Ba doas, they are going. Sometimes you can see ba prefixed to verbs even if there are other words in the sentence. This just means that the focus of the sentence, or what new information is being revealed, is the action itself. Serke tatsanarida. What is happening? Banoa echera. I'm going home. Ser arida egiten peyo. What is Peyo doing? Peyo badoa dendara. Peyo is going to the store. Festetatik soaste? Are you leaving the parties? Bagoas festetara. We're going to the parties. Ser liburu tegias. What about the library? Ara basoas. You are going there. Ser egingo dugu gawar. What are we going to do today? Lanera basoaste. You all are going to work. Euskalearis balakite. Do they know about the Basque Country? Euskalearira badoas. They are going to the Basque Country. But you can't use ba with the periphrastic form of yoan. There is no ba yoatan nice. Only use it with finite single word forms. For the negative, you simply put s in front of the synthetic verb, either in finite or periphrastic form. But you must remove the ba particle since it is typically associated with affirmation in this case. Es noa, I'm not going. Peyo es doa dendara. Peyo is not going to the store. Eskara yoaten festetara. We don't go to parties. Liburu tegira etsara yoaten. You don't go to the library. Gawar etsoaste lanera. You all are not going to work today. Estira yoaten. They don't go. Note that if the particle ba means if, then es and ba can exist in the same sentence. This means if not. Es banais yoaten. If I don't go. You can use yoan in many ways that go is used in English. It can mean to go away from, to leave, to go by or pass, or to be going to do something, to be about to do something. Egunak yoan ala. As the days go by. Orain yatera noa. I'm going to eat now. Lo egitaraguas. We are about to sleep. You can even say, how's it going? Nola doa. Ongiloa. It's going well. And finally, yoan literally means gone or past. So you can use this past participle as an adjective or a noun. Yoan den ilyabetea. The past month or the last month. The month that is gone. Yoananais. I'm gone. Euskal erira Joanasara. You have gone to the Basque Country. Aldi Joanak. The past times, the gone times. Demboraren Joana. The passing of time, the going of time. You can use it as a verbal noun or gerund. Su joatea naidut. I want you to go. Or more literally, I want you going. Festetara joatea divertigariada. Going to parties is fun. That's all I have for you for now on the present forms and usage of yoan. Thanks for watching. Agur!